don't know about you, Farah, but I'm encouraged to see how much interest is shown in the classical arts. But the dearth of funding still remains an issue.
Fortunately, there are individuals who are willing to dedicate themselves to keeping the performing arts alive. And I think the majority of them are women.
Definitely. And Olica Maniram is one of them. She's been pouring her energy into Indian classical dance, first in Durban, where she was born, and then in Cape Town, where she now lives. Let's meet someone who really does make it happen in the cultural world.
These young learners probably don't know it, but their teacher began her dancing career when she was even younger than they are. Since then, Olica Maniram has devoted her life to the Kathak style of classical Indian dance for nearly 30 years. Taught and guided by her gurus, Srimati Smita Maharaj and Sri Vaibhav Joshi, and encouraged by her parents, she has been teaching for more than 17 years.
Durban-born Olica Maniram is an internationally known Kathak dancer and choreographer with many dance recitals under her belt. I'm here at the Natraja Dance Academy in Rylands, one of the few, if not only, schools here in Cape Town.
It's going to take a while before these littlies approach Olica's graceful precision, but you can already sense their focus.
Olica, welcome and thank you so much for your time.
Mishal, I'm really happy to be here as well.
At what stage did you decide that you want to be a dancer?
I started dancing at the age of 5 when my parents enrolled me under the guidance of Srimati Smita Maharaj and Sri Vaibhav Joshi. They are both my gurus and they're both direct disciples of the late Nataraj Gopi Krishna. My parents encouraged me and motivated me, and today dance is an integral part of my existence.
What is Kathak and where did it originate from?
Kathak is the classical art form that comes from the north of India. All classical dancers have a set and strict discipline of body movements and hand gestures, and Kathak is no different. The main characteristic features of Kathak are the footwork, which is called tatkar, and spins, which is called chakkars.
Why did you choose Kathak as your field of speciality?
Well, technically, as a 5-year-old, I didn't have the sense of mind to make a decision, to make a choice like this. So it was my mom who encouraged me to take on Kathak, and I'm ever so grateful for that.
Now, in terms of discipline, I'm sure it's quite strenuous. Tell us a bit more about that.
Tremendous discipline. It's one of the classical art forms that looks easy, but it takes a lot of dedication. A Kathak dancer wears 100 to 150 bells on each ankle, which are called ghungroos. And naturally, these are quite heavy. So for the body to hold that weight and maintain the steady pace and the steady stamping takes tremendous discipline and practice.
In comparison to other classical Indian dance forms, how is Kathak different?
A Kathak dancer's stance is generally upright, where a Bharatnatyam dancer's position is a half position, a half-seated position. So a Kathak dancer would be standing straight and the arms would be more natural, more flowy, and the Bharatnatyam dancer would be more structured, more linear.
How much training do you need to undergo before you can reach master status?
You don't actually master the technique, you're always practicing and striving for perfection, and perfection is what the gods have achieved. And personally, I feel there's no way that I can achieve what the gods have achieved.
What's your feedback been like from the students? Is there quite a demand for Kathak?
The demand has grown, and the passion that I see in my students has grown as well as the understanding from the community and the people in general in Cape Town. I have also taken it to Port Elizabeth in terms of workshops, and also I've taken it to children in an outreach program that we are involved in, and this is to children from the Elizabeth Fontaine Primary School. And it was so heartwarming for me to see their pure, uninhibited joy at learning the art, learning the culture.
And on a final note, Olica, do you have any message out there for dancers that want to join this form of classical Indian dance?
Classical dance is beautiful. It's very uplifting spiritually, mentally, emotionally. It takes you to the place of the divine. And classical arts in general is something that we must hold on to.
In addition to fostering the Kathak tradition in South Africa through her teaching and choreography, she has toured Poland at the invitation of the Polish Indian Festival. Olica is also a regular performer at high-profile events, including the World Hindu Conference in Durban, the opening of Parliament in Cape Town, and the Grahamstown Arts Festival. bringing this ancient and exquisite dance form to an audience that continues to grow in numbers and appreciation.